Okay, so I asked you this because I said, well, it feels to me, if you're running the 200, the 400s, that's twice the fun. And it's how much more pain, though, from 2 to 4?
Yeah. I would say in some cases it could feel like 5 to 10 times more pain because you have 200 meters more to go. It's also about balancing that speed, the endurance, all the things. So the 400 is tough. So I think this is a hard double to do the 200 first and then try to come back in the 4. And especially for Gabby, who's going to be facing some of the best 400-meter runners in the world. Marilady Paulino, who's Olympic champion. Salwa Eid Nasser, who's run sub-49 already this year. It's going to be a tall order for Gabby Thomas, who has already won the 200 and has the 12 points. She's going to have to really claw for a great finish. But because Marilady Paulino finished second yesterday, she certainly has the best shot at taking the overall slam, because I believe that between her and Salwa Eid Nasser, she's going to be 1 or 2 today at 400 meters.
Take a look at Gabby Thomas right there. You and I were talking a little bit yesterday about strategy in running this, that if you're a 200 runner, your strength is going to be that speed early,
right?
But I can't go too early because I got the back half. And how do you kind of work that delicate balance?
Yeah, that's the trick of the 400. And because you don't have hurdles that are pacing you, or you don't have a stopwatch at 200 meters, for someone like Gabby, who is going to feel comfortable at a much faster pace, that could sometimes hurt her in the finish. So if she's in the mix, as long as she doesn't go out too hard, she has a great finish in the deuce that I think will also show up in the 400. But she just does not have the experience of someone like a Marilady Paulino, world champion, Olympic champion, Salwa Eid Nasser, all those ladies who do the 400 week in and week out.
Sonia, let me ask you something. Correct me if I'm wrong. Gabby chose to do the 2-4 instead of going on the short sprints.
Yes, she did, and I love that she did that. That's incredible that she wanted to go up against champions like Marilady Paulino.
It'll be a fantastic race, and like everything, we're glad we're here. We're here for all of it. 1,500, short races, long races. We're in for all of them. It is Grand Slam. It is day 2 here in Kingston. We will have champions. We will have first-time racers. What we will have is excitement for the next couple of hours. Stay with us.
Mic check, mic check. There we go. Okay, I think we got the mic now, Liam. Yeah, my Windows has been acting up a little bit with the audio of late. I'm sorry about that, bud. Thanks for letting me know though in stream. That way we were able to get going. Yeah, my bad, dude. Yeah, I didn't realize the mic was acting up until you told me because looked like everything was fine pre-stream when I was checking, but it has been having some issues of late. So definitely good to know. I'm glad that you told me the mic was acting up. If the audio feed from the venue's too loud, let me know and we'll adjust it too.
4 Olympic goals. Track is who I am. But for years, I have known it can be so much more.
Sophia the cat. I do remember Sophia. Yeah, how's Sophia going these days?
Grand Slam track. Head-to-head rivalries. Millions on the line. Competition that will enter the history books. This is combat racing. The best in the world coming together to answer
Got the scab on her neck. Did she get in a fight? Because sometimes they like to get in cat fights, obviously.
Because if you win here, you're not just a champion, you're a legend.
That was a brilliant finish.
Sydney, Gavin, how fast can you go?
That is a
Josh, good to see you in Purple stream,
Who wants it more?
in the Twitch stream.
Jasmine, Masai, whose time is it now? Yaris, Cole, Josh, are you ready? The waiting is over. Let the show begin. Welcome to Grand Slam track.
Matthew Centuin said he wanted no part of the 1500 guys. After listening to Michael Johnson, I'll take him on.
So watch for him. He goes
I'm ready to
in
go
lane
right
6.
now. There is nothing that you can dislike about Grand Slam track and what Michael Johnson has done here. But if you don't, when you have 4 Olympic gold medals and 8 World Championships, you can go start your own track league as well from the commissioner and the founder. As we get ready for the first race of the day, day 2 here in Kingston, there's Omar McLeod in the 110-meter hurdles, the gold medalist in Rio in 2016. You can bet he will have the backing of the home folks
I
here.
think it was her scratching. Yeah, they will do that too. Yeah, they got a little itch or something, man. They'll start going to town.
So race 1 in the men's short hurdle.
Warriors, yeah, they've been playing a lot better. Yep, since the Butler trade, they've been going very, very well. Definitely a lot of work still left to be done for Golden State because they're trying to push
Will be in lane
away from maybe being in that play-in scenario, which you don't want to be in the play-in, of course. And they might end up as high as like the 3 seed, but they'll probably end up right around where they're at right now. I would think the 5 seed is probably the most likely scenario for Golden State.
Dylan still has a full-time job in a well-known supermarket in the US. He made a lot of headlines about that last year as he managed to combine his full-time.
I think my camera box is a little smaller. Don't want to block too much of this for you guys.
Watch out for Dylan.
Yeah, Mavs and Maverick fans completely got screwed over on that deal.
Then we've got Cordell Tinch.
Giving away a star like Doncic is crazy.
In the Milrose Games, Freddie Crittenden. Well, actually, at the Olympic Games, he had to jog through the first round and then go into the repechage because he was carrying a little bit of an injury. Gave himself a little bit more time and did make it.
All right, so multiple angles. We'll have a little better view of everything that's going on as it occurs today versus how it went yesterday, I believe. Slightly different format from Kingston, Jamaica. We're getting ready for the men's short hurdles, and they're showing us the person that has the best personal stats currently is highlighted. Actually, they're just talking about him, I believe. Yep, Davis often injured. Then Kyrie got injured, and it just seems like their whole year is completely cooked in Dallas, and I don't think it's going to get better anytime soon in particular. But we'll see. Surprised they haven't fired Harrison yet, but probably in the offseason, I would imagine. He may be the fall person. Because they played Kyrie too much, says Liam. Yeah, he did play a lot. On Baby Blue. All right. Let's see how Baby Blue does. If I was a little faster with typing, Jason, we would get channel race predictors in here so you guys could wager your points. I thought the A's played at 1. They play at 5. So, yeah, we'll get a little A's overlap against Colorado here in a bit. Mike, welcome back in. Jason, welcome in. Good to see both of you guys here chatting with Liam in YouTube. We can say the names. I'm not live on TikTok at the moment. All right, so they gave us a new format today. Looks like we got the drone footage. It's pretty cool. Bottom right. I don't like 2K much at all. to be honest with you. I mean, I think it's a cool game, but yeah, I never got into it this year. I feel like the 2Ks haven't been as good as they used to be years gone by. 3 hours till the Angel game. What happened? False start? Oh, it's already over. Oh, man, those guys are fast. Jason, wait a minute. Did you see this race already, Jason? It's supposed to be live. But yeah, Jason called it right. No idea who's starting today. Shot meter is awful in 2K this year. Do you play my team or do you mostly play my career, Liam? Jason, you still playing the show or you showed out already? I think you told me you were going to make it till April. Career, sometimes my NBA for Liam. Tim Anderson's at shortstop. You're going to be sad. What do you guys think happened to Tim Anderson? I'd love to go on the deep dive with Tim Anderson and Javier Baez. Why did those guys fall off so badly? Like, what made them stop being the guy? Yeah, Sears is going today. I actually think Sears is one of our better pitchers. I know Badeau's jumped him in the rotation, and he's like a nice veteran off the scrap heap, but I don't think that guy's got like great stuff. But you never know. Sometimes guys figure it out later on in their career too. Yeah, that's right. Anderson and Josh Donaldson, right? The 3 kids are all still sick, but my son's pretty much out of the woods. My older of the 2 daughters keeps getting like kind of high fevers, not ridiculously high, but I don't know. I want to go see the Minecraft movie with them tomorrow morning, but I don't want to make my 5-year-old sit there and not enjoy her time at the theater either. Oh, the Ramirez! I forgot about the Ramirez fight. I remembered him getting into it with Josh Donaldson. I think Donaldson kept calling him Jackie because he compared himself to Jackie Robinson. That's what I was thinking of originally. Javi just a product of being very lucky hitter most of his prime. Till he wasn't and pitchers found him out, says Mike. Man, Steelers are going to be an interesting team, Liam. Steelers still got to figure out the quarterback situation. Had one guy having audio issues with this event. And then he hasn't responded to me, so I was trying to get him through like OBS if he needed anything. But I don't know. I should check Instagram a little bit more for the chat because that chat I can't snap in. Let's see, Colts Nation, Logan, good to see you, Logan, and Sylvia. I hope you're all having wonderful days there. And Instagram, of course, we're live on Twitch and YouTube if you prefer. Yeah, long stream format. Contract was a mistake the moment it was signed. Yesterday, I felt like they got the events kind of turned around. We didn't have like a ton of downtime. I had turned down my speakers because it was too loud for yesterday's stream. Oh, Donnie, what's in the can, Cozy? Don't worry, guys. It's just Coke. I'm just keeping it cold. I got it in a Yeti with this vintage Oakland A's cover on there to keep my hands warm. Because yeah, that's a collector's item. They don't play in Oakland anymore. Did you know Dak has better stats than Tom Brady at his age? You thought it was crazy? Well, maybe. It depends what stats we're cherry picking, but pretty sure Tom had some Super Bowl ring stats that Dak doesn't have. It is interesting, though. I mean, the league has gone more and more to passing over the years, Liam, and rules favoring the quarterback and the offense. So it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, I don't even say he's a marginal guy, but like a top 10 guy would pass a guy that has all the success that Brady has, as far as, you know, yards thrown, touchdowns, or something like that. So you thought the same with Danby. At least he's above average. Oh yeah, Swanson kind of felt like he was a star that didn't really blossom into like an elite player. But yeah, he's solid. Dansby Swanson. Appreciate you guys coming through on an afternoon stream. We got one more tomorrow. We'll have the conclusion of Grand Slam track from Kingston, Jamaica, as we get the looks around the venue today. Seems like the venue is a little bit more filled to capacity. I mean, we see some empty seats out there in the top left corner, but yeah, I think there's more people turned out. Probably because it's the weekend, would be my guess. Contract was a bit too much to you. He did project well analytics-wise. Guess you were wrong. So this is Grand Slam track. I don't know if you remember Michael Johnson, the great track athlete. They put this together. I think they're doing, I'm pretty sure Grand Slam means they have 4 different venues that they're going to stop at through the year. There's more information above everybody there in the chat at the pin link. But this one's like the race over in Jamaica. So they have 3 days, and like if you are number 1, you get 12 points, and then that carries forward to Saturday, and then you get more points and all that type of thing. 200, 400 wins in the same Olympics. Johnson was insane. Yeah, he was. I'm not the biggest track observer, but I do remember Johnson just running people over. Correa contract his age pretty bad, even if he's okay. Yeah, Correa's an interesting guy, right? I mean, almost got the bag a couple places, kept getting nixed due to the injuries. So yeah, this one's new to Creator Sports. Hopefully we'll have them for a long time. I think we're going to have A7FL coming back around eventually here in the spring. And I'm not sure what else will be on the agenda. I like doing those 1MMA events, and I really like the live soccer games. Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow as well, Liam. Same content for the daytime. Nighttime will be on MLB The Show. At least I'll be on tonight. Tomorrow night I might get some rest. Trying to do 6 streams in 3 days is tough. Should be starting around the same time. I forget where you're located, Liam. I'm gonna start around 3:30 my time. Jason's calling for some curling. Hey, I actually really like watching curling. You guys are out there brushing and yelling and everything else. Although I think curling's one of those, like, it's like an Olympic game for me. You know, like, I like watching it every 4 years. I don't know if I'd want to watch curling every single day. What time in Ohio? You're 3 hours behind me, so I'm probably going to go live at 6:30, I believe, for you, Liam. Ohio doesn't go over to 2 time zones, correct? It's all East Coast, I think. We talk about only the fastest and the best athletes. We certainly have that here in the men's long sprints. There should be some very large track and field creators that are on this today. The heartbreak for Matthew. I know that he has nightmares about that, Matthew. Can you imagine? It looks like he has it until the final few steps, and Quincy Hall just found something. All right, so I got one guy that doesn't have audio. Gonna try to walk him through what I would tell him to do. Well, what I would do if I was trying to get my audio back on, and it wasn't working through the OBS. Just give me 1 second. I'm grabbing a screenshot. Listen, can we talk about the vibe here, John? Yes. The fans have certainly showed up today, and one thing I love about a Jamaican crowd is you hear the horns. They're into it, supporting, of course, the Jamaican athletes, but like you mentioned yesterday, support all the athletes here. Here's the big matchup we anticipate here. Christopher Bailey, who has the 12 points already, won the 400. Matthew Hudson-Smith, who can run a good 200 as well. He's also going to be a factor. Yeah, he's streaming without audio, so I know it's not going to be as much fun for his viewers. We rarely see them in a deuce, and we get to see that here with a lot of money on the line. There's $100,000 on the line for the grand. Can't want Calgary to win against Vegas. You'd be within 1 against the Knights. You have a shot for the Pacific. Kings won today. Lost to Calgary would clinch the playoffs. Got to go to a Cowboys game this season for Liam. Cowboy tickets might actually be somewhat affordable this year, right? I mean, it's going to depend how they do, but I think preseason interest in Dallas might be down slightly because they don't, on paper, look like they're going to contend. We'll see how they do in the draft.
Now, everybody knows where to find a seat in the shade,
Listen,
right?
when you are in Jamaica, you know that's one thing you know, how to find the shade.
Until the sun comes down.
See, we need ice advantage, home ice advantage. Only lost 3 times at home this season. That's really impressive, Mike.
Botswanans, Tobago, and what a great 4x4 they put together and scared the living out of Rai Benjamin. Although King Benny had him on lock the whole way to watch it. But what a great
Does it count as a loss if you lose in overtime, like on the wins and loss thing, or does that go in the draw category deal with hockey? Because I know like the points are awarded differently now, but I'm not really sure how that's counted. Shows you how much I don't pay attention. I should pay more attention to the NHL. See, they look good. They just aren't. Dak throws too many picks. The defense went from good to awful. See, maybe the best team on home ice in the NHL.
Started very, very quickly, and it's the world indoor champion with Vernon Norwood finishing quickly as well. 44-34, just outside his all-time best.
Goes into the overtime last category, which awards a point instead of 2 for a win.
Lane by lane from the outside, Zandrion Barnes.
I always feel like my eyes are fine, and then when I start reading chat, it's like, man, I do actually benefit from wearing my prescription glasses. But today, since I'm not gaming, I was like, we'll just not go for the librarian look. All right, so we're waiting for them to get going. Looks like they're getting close to the box. Liam, I mostly stream MLB The Show this time of the year. That's been my main game since the release. I don't think I've streamed anything else as far as gaming is concerned. Oh, we streamed a little horse racing yesterday, but that was just at the end of the stream, just for the laughs. Yeah, I'll stick with the baseball content at least until college football comes out. May roll through with it till like Madden comes out this coming year. College football's fun. Not that I won't play it, but I don't know if I'll try to play it for a month and then shift gears again. Type it on the phone. This is much harder than on the computer. Dude. Yeah, I don't like using the app to type that much. If I'm not really looking at what I have typed out before I hit send, a lot of times autocorrect will like change my word. And then I know I'm not making any sense to anybody that's conversing with me. Yeah, I hope they take a nice leap on College Football 26.
Kevin Atshipi, let's watch him. The young Botswanan won't be too far away in this 200. Vernon Norwood, who's already run fairly swiftly at this event. Third in the 400 yesterday, but tough lane draw for the American right on the inside.
Hey, what's up, Matthew Clarkey? How you been, buddy?
So the men's long sprints, they had, for many of them, their best event yesterday, the 400, the 200, a little bit of a challenge.
You been checking out any,
What would you rather, your best event first?
like, high school athletics of late, Matthew? Trying to think of the right term. Matthew used to be doing a lot of like live tweeting when he would go to different events.
For these guys, they had the 400 first. Most of them would consider themselves 400-meter specialists. So just to remind you, Chris Bailey, the world indoor champion at 400, goes in lane 7.
So they're in their starting positions, and we got the men's long sprint coming up here. Hey, what's up, Truckin'? Good to see you, buddy. Truckin', they got a little different format today. We got the quad camera format, and I put myself right in the middle. Wasn't planning to, but got the suggestion for the middle. It's like, yeah, that's probably the best spot. Was at some games yesterday live tweet. Oh, nice, Matthew. I missed it. In the middle, right? Yeah. Stuck in the middle with Donnie. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a pretty close finish. It is. I think the purple pastel shirt guy took it down. But, man, he was charging. Truckin', how's the show treating you this year?
In the 400 yesterday, and a win in the 200 meters that Hudson Smith is going to be the slam champion. Richards.
So he won by just a few tenths. But I mean, you know, it's going to be close when it's the best athletes too. Trying to get some team affinity vouchers currently for Matthew. Man, guys, I get onto Hall of Fame and I just don't score runs consistently. I'll have a game where I'll pop off, but wow, I'm struggling up on Hall of Fame. I really wish they'd move it back to 700 because then I would just have to fluke together like 2 or 3 wins to hit World Series. Like I'm pretty confident I'll do it. I just don't know if I'm gonna do it when I'm multi-streaming because my eyes bouncing around to chat and then trying to pick up the ball. It's just I don't know. Maybe I'm washed. My best days may be behind me.
So it's going to be interesting as, Grand Slam develops to see how people approach it and strategize to make the most and get the most money they can.
About time I finished. Hey,
With how fast Chris had got out.
are you spying on? Are you standing behind me, Wax?
Matt just stalking,
How do you know what I'm doing?
waiting for the straightaway to come.
Tracking the baseball while reading chat is hard. Yeah, especially if the guy pitches quickly. Oh, I just got a chase back. I'm gonna save it for you guys for later.
As well as possible. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty new personal best.
I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save the disappointment for you guys to tune in later. But I got a chase pack on the loop. There, you got the alert.
But he just held his form.
So chase pack 3 is that the one with Reynolds? Can't wait to be disappointed and not get Reynolds later. Oh no, Reynolds is in chase pack 4. Why did they still have chase pack 3 on the board?
Jamaican dollars.
All right, so it would be Devers if I get lucky. I'm gonna open the standards though without you guys.
Well, that's the way to do it. I think everybody's been saying, if you kind of get about 18 points, you've got a great chance.
I figured I probably needed the card for the collections eventually.
Two who might end up with 20.
But yeah, I should have got on those a lot earlier than I did.
But it means that Matt Hudson-Smith is the first Slam champion.
I still need to finish up Abreu on that thing.
Wind, which is kind of picking up and dropping occasionally.
-3 is a monster win. That's 20 low. You could argue maybe. Nah, that's 20 low. I was going to say a high 19.
A lot of free XP.
That's a 20 low.
We'll take your word for it.
Maybe I should have saved it for season 2.
Points to Hudson-Smith, making his total.
Wags, have you streamed the show at all?
Richards with 8, Watkin with
I know you were streaming some of your college football games. Oh, I keep forgetting to check in on Instagram chat. Let's see. Mason, Landon, J Money Warrior, and Carter Stevens. You guys checking out on Instagram. Feel free to join us if you like over on Twitch or YouTube.
16, Norwood.
Wags, former streamer. His swing is ugly. Hate Dick Allen. Can't lie for Mike.
Just have a quick word with our winner there. Wonder how he's feeling. $100,000. Well done, Matt.
Our Grand Slam track men's long sprints champion, Matt Hudson-Smith. How does that sound?
It was great to get the first one. I'm really excited and grateful to be
Can you believe I haven't finished up Spring Breakout yet?
in Jamaica.
Can't remember last time you streamed. Not as much with going to the office.
100.
Are you having to go into the office more these days, Wags?
Turn that on.
I'm gonna change my number for one, and then
Or is it still just Mondays? Because if you had to change, I didn't realize it. I don't think we got to talk about it. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. Your home office is such a cool setup the way that it is.
Miami, another one in LA, another one in Philly. But as for us here in Kingston, massive
Yeah,
congratulations.
so I'm working on Last Ride Hitters and PXP, and then let's see. Just finished the program today.
Don't call right away.
Trackin's getting a laugh out of it.
Oh my goodness, Matthew Hudson-Smith was
Let's see, I needed Padres hits and Rocky strikeouts. So let me see who else I got that can pop in the lineup now. Really excited for the second inning program. I wonder who the second inning bosses are going to be. It's always nice when it's sort of a tough choice. It's like, who should I select here?
I love the excitement. The fans were into it. It was awesome.
We talk about it, and now it's real, and it's 100,000. You realize you got to change your number when you got that kind of bank. 50K, that's good paper for Chris Bailey as well. Nikki Hiltz, they lead after the 800 in the short distance group. Hiltz on the track for the 1500. 100,000 coming their way.
We're going to get new evolved cards with the second inning. Yeah, hopefully we'll get somebody that we like, for our theme teams respectively. I don't know if they should do it, but I kind of wish the theme teams was more like Madden, where if a guy played for a franchise, if he took one at bat or threw one inning, that he would have that team's shield, right? And then you could just use them like I don't know. Ricky Anderson would fit a lot of theme teams instead of it having to be like Ricky on an A's hat on the card. Never nice to Anaheim. It won't happen. Yeah, because I mean, it's always better to run like Dodgers or Yankees, right, on these theme teams. Although I guess Boston's supposed to be pretty stacked this year. That's what I've heard. Speaking of Boston, I need to finish them off to finish up this Apple map. So we're waiting for our next race here from Grand Slam Track, live from Kingston, Jamaica. If you're tuning in, hope you're having a great time. We are multicasting as we usually do. They got like 18. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, nice for those fans, but I don't really want to run a Red Sox theme. Instead, I got Matt Holliday as my captain, who I can't stand. All right, here we go. Ladies dashing onto the track. It's going to be the women's short distance. Race 2. This is the 1,500 meter. Doesn't feel like a short distance to me. Red Sox team maybe better than most God Squads in the game. And they'll probably get more cards too. I mean, they have some stars on their lineup, so you know, some whatever they're calling the tops now thing these days. I've ran into a lot of people that have Beltran already. It's either some hardcore flippers or some money spenders, or a combination of both. 5 for 5, 5 homers with him in BR. I guess his swing is good. I'm gonna have to play BR and event if I want that 50 bundle. Now that I have the Batista card. Which I don't really want to play those game modes. But I will. Eventually.
Another great aerial shot of the
See, you need the SBE.
Jamaica Grand Slam Track, the inaugural Slam Day 2. Get ready now for the second race, short distance race 2. That's the
I think I must have already had it.
1,500 meter runners.
I need event hits, BR runs, and I think the Batista PXP or whatever it is. Looked at it the other day. Need to play more Diamond Quest, but you're not great. 2 or 3 from co-op. Event hits is easy. Why did they not add anything to event? Like, that's got to be the least played mode now. For the most part, I think they did a pretty good job with content, but neutering the event seems just completely stupid to me. Oh yeah, play it just to get a live series card. May as well play ranked.
So I think they're running on fatigue legs. I think Nikki continues their dominance. Jess Hall also is extremely strong, comes from the 3K, 5K.
Definitely lied about multiplayer program having more stuff than the 3 programs they used to have. Not the first time they've lied to us, and they always wrap it in the, "Hey, we listened to the community. We heard your feedback." You know, I can almost hear Ramon saying that in my ears. I think this year it's Robert Flores they have saying that on the trailers, but it's like, come on, just call a spade and let us decide what it's going to be. You know, if we want to buy the game, don't hype us up on BS. I mean, you know, I loved Event. Quick 3-inning mode, get in, get out. I think it was like decent content. A lot of games on All-Star. Could just kind of relax with chat. Now I feel like every game's a 9-inning grind fest, and I run into these sweats a lot in the night. I mean, if I'm streaming at 2 or 3 in the morning, who do I expect to be on playing the game? It's not going to be as many casuals at those hours. But yeah, Event was fun. At least I feel like if I'm getting crushed on an event game, you can just boot it. Oh, I'm down 4. Let the guy have it. Let's move on to the next game. With ranked, you don't want to really just throw away your points that way. And then BR's just not appealing to me. I'll play it if there's something that I need to get out of it, but I don't care for BR a whole lot. I collect all the cards to go and draft some commons and have those guys run around making errors for me. And they're off. Women's short distance. I feel like some of these longer races, right, they're just kind of pacing themselves, and then you see that strong finishing kick. And I think we got like drone footage there on the right-hand side. One common, nobody uses the card. You know what I'm getting at, Wags. Silver guys, you know, bad defenders out in the field. Kind of happy there isn't any program BR anymore. Felt forced to do the program for the silver and golds. Yeah, that's true. Did feel like you were going to miss out on a lot of cards if you didn't go through BR or overpay for them. Rank program being gone too is good for the comp players.
I think that suits her better. You can almost see with her stride as well. I don't know if you're looking when they're running slow. You know, she's got that lovely flow.
They got some pretty cool camera setups and everything here for this.
She works hard to run hard. You know, she likes
this production, for sure. Only the fastest. Oh, now we're getting the hand cam. Camera on the bottom right went a little sideways. Hey, what's up, Bama? Going to be harder to get World Series rewards, but if you really want one, you'll buy them eventually. Yeah, they're not super pricey. He's putting on the lens on the camera. I'm getting distracted. I should be watching the race, but this camera switch out. The pit crew on the camera is pretty funny. Oh, camera went dark. Bummer. Grand Slam track. Fording. All right. It took me a second looking at that to be sure I was reading it right. Last few streams you lurked. Hey, thanks for the repost on X yesterday. Yeah, not the same without you chatting, Bama, but if you're feeling like lurking, I appreciate that you lurk. If you don't feel like being here, I can't control that either. But yeah, we hope you hang out and have a good time. Liam, hey, you're a legend. Don't be a stranger, Liam. If you get a chance to come back, please do so. If not, thanks for letting me know my mic wasn't coming through. Liam got us dialed in early in the stream there from Red Chat. You playing with Squamish by chance, Bama, or you just run some solos? Or maybe with somebody else? Squamish and Bama went on a lot of duos together. I'm sure this is something innocent and sports related for Mike or gaming related, but I feel like you're setting me up, Mike. I'm going to say you think about Team Affinity from 2021 often. Wasn't feeling good with sleeping. Well, I'm glad you're able to sleep. Oh, the Tommy LaStella trade. Yeah, I haven't thought about that in a long time. LaStella was okay for us. I think it was pandemic year that we had him, right? Squat up a lot, haven't in a few days. All right, we got the bottom right camera's back. The drone is back. Yeah, that'd be a cool job. Be like the drone operator at the track and field events, or really any sporting event. Create the aerial scenes. Oh, I bet. Yeah, there's tough lobbies with as much as you two win. Those aren't like a Donnie lobby with just noobs running around. Well, Tajina, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, is our winner in the women's short distance 1500. Barado, second worst baseman you seeing put on a Gels uniform. Dude, that guy was supposed to be the guy. I remember A's fans being hyped up about him for a while. Where's the D Kerps? I don't know. I don't know, Bama. Stay tuned. They may be coming. Hey, what's up, Tight Spot? Tight Spot told me he was a long distance runner in his track and field days. I think so, Bama. I'm pretty sure. Stella had been an all-star. Barado Musket. Wasn't it like a caps, or not cap saving, but a money saving move for you guys to move LaStella? Didn't have to pay the rest of his contract, and then you got a flyer on, what was supposed to be a decent young player. Because I thought he left the A's after that season and went to the Giants. Bama needs the Twins to race. So we got Tight Spot in the house and Bama as well.
The dollar signs do come into play, and when you're fighting for second, third, fourth, you're going to fight every step of the way.
Well, the winner of the 800 yesterday didn't quite get there today. Nikki Hiltz is with Radzi.
Nikki, you'd have loved to have been the champion, but you fought valiantly throughout that.
Contract was like $4 million. There wasn't a reason to trade him. It was at the deadline. Maybe they wanted to do right by him and his agent, so that way they would look appealing to other possible players that were considering the Angels in the future. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we weren't going to contend, so we moved LaStella to Oakland when they were in Oakland. Because these looked like they were going to be decent going into that 16-game playoff tournament. I can't remember how you guys fared that year, but I feel like the Angels weren't contenders that season. I remember we slipped past the White Sox, and then the Astros destroyed us with their losing record in the regular year in Dodger Stadium. It was so weird, the whole thing. Oh, so did you guys not make the playoffs? Because I thought the Astros made it in with a losing record. I may be misremembering, Mike. I thought it was the COVID year. I thought it was like the 2020 year. Probably was your best chance to make the playoffs. Yeah, if you would have held on to him, that might have helped an extra game or two. Oh, they got in by like a game. Yeah, I remember the Astros felt like they were buried, and then they played a little better as they got healthier. I remember being really irritated losing to them, playing in the heat in Dodger Stadium, instead of getting to play some night games in Oakland where, our fly ball pitching that we usually would have, like Manaea, may have had a bit of an advantage. I think Chad Pinder had a pretty big series for us, though. Pitching staff was garbage outside of Bundy, so there was no chance. All right, so our leader has 20 points. Second place has 18, so that's going to be a pretty good finish tomorrow between those two ladies, because they're getting so many points per, win, play, show type of scenario. So that would be a fun race to keep an eye on for tomorrow, the 1500 meter for the ladies. Yeah, it was extremely odd. I didn't think we were going to get a year. Then we got a year. I was happy we had baseball. It was a little distraction. I remember the players wearing the mask on the field. Matt Olson looked like, I don't know, he looked like an assassin. He'd have the black mask on, or maybe it was the A's green and gold mask, but like the dark green, being out there. And yeah, the whole thing just felt like a fever dream. I should say the pack's open for you guys on stream. I got a headliners, 6 standards in that Chase 3. Worst Cy Young, NL Cy Young in the last 10 years. Need More last ride hitter, PXP, and more Red Sox hits for Ortiz. Happy they decided to go along with the year, though. No baseball would have been odd. Dude, I was so happy. Yeah, we had something to watch. You know, everything just felt like we were locked in and, you know, trying to stay safe. And there was a lot of panic around the whole thing. You know, rightfully so, because there was so many people that were running around getting severely ill. It was nice to have some sports to get our mind off of things. I don't know if other teams did it, but the A's had like fake cardboard cutout fans at the stadium. I thought was kind of funny. Yeah, MLB 20 was great, but yeah, real baseball was needed. Entire league was doing it. Was so awful. So I guess Tom Hanks used to be like a hot dog salesman at the Coliseum way back. So there was a Tom Hanks cutout. It was kind of in a prominent spot. You'd see it behind home plate. One of the things that stands out to me from that year. All right, we get ready for our next event here soon. I think Trout beat Salmon's home run record during the pandemic. I know some of the Los Angeles-based fans felt, I don't know if irritated is the right word, but you know, the Dodgers got their World Series and the Lakers won the bubble championship, and you guys didn't get to have the parades and celebrate the way that you normally would have down there. Of course, Mike wasn't going to be celebrating the Dodgers, but Mike's a Laker guy. And so Daniela Williams from Jamaica, we're going to be getting ready for the women's short hurdles, race 1. And they're showing us her personal best. She's going to be in lane 7. I wish we had like long jump and all that stuff too, javelin throw. But I mean, this is probably the main event. I think the Lakers had a smaller parade with a lot of restrictions. Oh, did they? I don't have a recollection of it, but you're probably right if you're saying it. And that's probably the way it went.
And is good 200 go? How about Matthew Hudson-Smith? Go.
Yeah, that was very impressive for him to come out and win his
Dodgers didn't for sure.
That he did shows that his training is going well, and maybe he's doing a little bit more speed work than endurance work right now. We're not sure.
Look at a sneeze.
Training cycle these athletes are. Yep. But he certainly came out and looked like an Olympic silver medalist from the 400.
Maybe not. It's one of those. Feel like you have to, but don't have to.
And a nice first win as well for the Grand Slam.
Next on the docket is the women's short hurdles, and this is a really deep event, not just here at Grand Slam, across the world. And Michael is all about building rivalries. But that doesn't mean you got to be disagreeable. Honestly, people, watch Akira Nugent and Danielle Williams.
It was Kobe year. Lakers had to, says Mike.
She goes first. Yeah, younger person goes first. No, you must have respect for your elders. Okay, versus a shoot.
I can't even tell you what year Kobe passed away. I think it's been like 5 years, right? 2020? Or was it... Was it 2019? It's like Kobe was before all the pandemic. Late 2020. Okay, so before everything kind of went crazy that year. I mean, I think we were already talking about it breaking out a little bit, but hadn't really spread out over here to the U.S.
Well, the first person that came to mind is Nia Ali, because Nia is just she likes to get in your head. Nia be like,
when the A's get going, I'll flip that game on and bore you guys with the updates from Colorado too, like we did yesterday. Give you the play-by-play that you don't want. But for now, we're waiting for the ladies to get ready. Is there only 4 racers? I'm only seeing 4 athletes. Oh, one of them's walking to the blocks now.
We bring it to the home of sprinting, the speed factory, and I think that's very exciting.
What is Grand Slam track? Jose, this is Michael Johnson, if you remember him. amazing track athlete. This is his event. He's put it together. It's Grand Slam track. They race in different venues. This is from Kingston, Jamaica, and this is day 2 out of 3. So tomorrow will be the conclusion, and we'll see who ends up winning the heats over the 3 days in Grand Slam track. Thanks for tuning in there on Instagram, Jose. We're also live on Twitch and YouTube if you prefer to watch in landscape mode. We're getting ready for the short hurdles. It's going to be quick. It's a 100-meter.
Watch for her to get out pretty quickly. She's one of our challengers. Looks a little nervous, and why not? From Bahamas, and next to her in lane 3, Tia Jones has run outdoors this year. Fairly swift, 12:57, although that was wind-aided. 12:38 at her best. So Tia Jones, US indoor champion last year. Well, the list of achievements of Camacho Quinn is long, and the Olympic champion from Tokyo almost did it again in Paris.
We're getting to look at everybody's personal best.
Redoubtable competitor Camacho Quinn from Puerto Rico. So Kira Nugent, just listen to the welcome for the hometown athlete. World indoor bronze. She was absolutely made up to take that medal in China just 2-3 weeks ago. But the big medal in the Olympic Games went to Masai Russell. The American had such an incredible season and has been fairly swift indoors this year, so watch out for Masai Russell. I think she's in pretty good shape. The aforementioned Danielle Williams in lane 7. 32, still running incredibly well. Having won the world title in 2015, came back in 2023 to win it for the second time. And then Amber Hughes.
You have my volume down because it was coming in too hot yesterday. Did have it up where I could hear it, but really should probably listen with my headphones on in the future. Maybe I'll get those charged up for tomorrow's stream. My head is kind of large, so if I'm wearing headphones, it kind of feels like it starts to press in against the side of my ears there. It's more than just a few minutes. Need some custom headphones.
She's got an Olympic champion on either side.
Yep. It's hot in the middle of that race, man.
It is.
A lot of talk about the headwinds. I think that the hurdlers prefer a headwind as opposed to a tailwind.
Yeah, tailwind can sometimes get them on the hurdles too quickly.
Yep.
All right, they're getting into the blocks, and this is going to be with the swiftness that the ladies take this on. All right, they're off. Here we go. Like that camera angle, bottom left. You kind of easily see who's going to be, you know, or who's leading. And lady with the bow in her hair was the fastest there. I feel like she got the lead around halfway and just took it home. So Jones is going to be our winner. Williams coming in 7/100ths behind. Camacho Quinn was right there, even with Williams. Super close finish between second and third. Not really sure how they determined that, but boy, that was nice. It's fun when they're close. At least I think it is. So Tia Jones taking it down. I think they're showing us Tia though.
1263 into minus 1.4. I think you're in the 12.4 range. And for a competition at this time of the year, I think that's extremely impressive. It's not no secret. Tia's been dealing with a lot of off-the-track drama. So for her to come here and pull out a victory, I mean, it's a testament to how strong she is mentally, because there's been a lot going on with her.
Silver on the far side. I mean, Cartwright got out very, very quickly indeed, and that helps Jones, because Jones then is really nicely into running. No mistakes, clean hurdling pretty much all the way. Maybe just clipped one there, but stayed strong off the last barrier. Kept that momentum right through to the line. Camacho Quinn, who normally can't finish so so quickly as well. Russell never quite got into it, which is a bit of a surprise there. He just seemed to be lacking a bit of gas there in the last 2-3.
All right, we'll await our next event. I believe they're going to go till 5:30 today. We almost had a pre-game show, but it ended up coming together. May get one tomorrow, so it might be on slightly earlier tomorrow for the afternoon session. Must be the drone operator. We're getting a look at him with a thumbs up.
Really coming through at the end. I thought that Danielle Williams was going to hold on. And in the middle of the race, when you're at home, you feel the energy of the crowd. You can expect to come through a little bit.
Yeah, we're back to Grand Slam track. That drone camera box.
Jones and Danielle Williams ahead of the racers Camacho, Quinn, Nugent, and Russell. So they had to settle for the middle points, if you like. 100 meters, their second event. That's tomorrow afternoon. But the 12 points goes to the American. Really, really strong running. I think, you know, when you get out there and you know that the big names are chasing you.
So I'm in the way. Let me just hide for a second. All right, so Jones, she got 12 points for today. I'm not sure where the standing is though over the 2 days. Unless it was a one-off, but I'm pretty sure they're doing 3 heats for each competition.
We exhibit the depth in this event. How about the Olympic champs at 3rd and 5th, and Tia Jones up for the challenge to win?
I'm telling you, it's always so hard to call this event because these women are
Live on Instagram. We are live on Instagram. Hey, what's up, Dawson? How's your day been? Dawson, we're also live on Twitch and on YouTube if you prefer to watch in landscape format. But yeah, good to have you there, Dawson. We're checking out the race action from Kingston, Jamaica. Today's day 2 out of 3 in Michael Johnson's Grand Slam track event. And we got some of the best track athletes from around the world dueling it out head to head. Great to have you there on Instagram with us.
Phenomenal, and I'm telling you, you can never get comfortable in the women's 100-meter hurdles because they're all so very good.
Kept waiting for Jasmine Camacho Quinn to run her down, and it just did not happen.
So showing us the warm-up track, top left.
And into 12 points here at Grand Slam track. Back with more right after this.
See, been good, following you for a good while. Really wish you the best. Probably one of your favorite all-time streamers. Hey, I appreciate that, Dawson. Yeah, usually we're gaming, but once or twice a month we get to do some Creator Sports Network events, and the sports have quite a bit of variance. We've done miniature golf, we've done baseball, Home Run Derby X, Big Three has been a part of it. We've done one MMA, numerous soccer matches. And today it's on to some track, field and track events. Always like these sports watch along days. Yeah, looks like they're going out towards the blocks and getting ready for the next event, which is coming. Normal time, dude. It's weird to be on when everybody's awake and the sun is up and stuff. Sometimes I see the sun come up dark spectre because we streamed through the night and it's like, oh, okay, the sun's up. I should probably go to bed. But yeah, imagine firing it up with the sun up. How are you today? And we'll be back again tomorrow with another Grand Slam event. Yeah, I'm doing good. I thought the A's were playing at 1, but they play at 5, so I'm gonna flip on the A's game here in a bit when that gets going. And yeah, just checking out the track and field. Can't say I'm much of a track expert, but yeah, something to watch, and it's always nice to get to be a part of these events. Hopefully, we get some more golf eventually, because I'll have a lot to say when we get a golf day.
What's up, everybody? I am here at the hotel in Kingston, Jamaica. Come with me, and I'm going to show you the place. Oh, man. So nice. What's up, Caleb? Guess who's with me? It's Roland, my dearly beloved husband. He came all the way to Kingston, Jamaica to support me. So nice. See you later.
All right, they are getting into the blocks, and we'll be watching the race action here soon. Are you allowed to sprint out like that? Kind of reminds me of like the place kicker rule, right? You're not supposed to kick the ball on one of those ice kicker snaps. For a channel, where do you start? You're gonna start streaming and creating content, Liam? I think you just make a username that you're comfortable with people referring to you as, and try to be consistent. You know, do the content that you like, and eventually people will end up connecting with you, and you'll find your audience over time. It takes a while, but you'll get there. I wish there was like, the fast hack to having all the success on the streaming platforms. It just doesn't work that way. Had it go on, original account got banned. Easy for me to say, but I would say try to use that as a learning experience too. Whatever you did that jeopardized your account, be sure not to do that in the future. Even if you were in the right, or somebody was being annoying or whatever, there's always going to be somebody out there that's going to try to bait you into nonsense, and you have to just stay out of it. A lot of these times I don't say what I'm thinking to the trolls, but I'll kind of hint what I'm thinking, but you don't want to say something to jeopardize your account. It's just not worth it, especially when you've worked hard on it and put in your creative efforts and try to network and all that stuff. Not that everybody's a troll. Like 99% of the people you interact with are going to be pretty cool, but yeah, there's always going to be somebody trying to get your goat, or whatever the right term is, to get you to slip up. Just like the guys that have their communications on their PlayStation, their Xbox, I usually tell you guys, like, shut it off, or at least I have mine off. I don't have time for all that. Don't want to get my account banned, telling somebody else something nasty because they sent me something nasty. It's just, yeah, have it blocked, out of sight, out of mind. What videos do you post? Well, what do you have an interest in? I know you like sports from talking to you, but do you want to do sports content? I know you have pets. Pet videos can do well. Meme videos can do well. The more you can learn to edit, definitely can help you with getting more views too. I'm not the best editor, but I feel like every week or two I get a little bit better at editing. I learn a few more little tricks and how to make things shorter and transition smoother or choppier, if that's the effect I'm going for. But you can download something like CapCut. Pretty sure you could just use that off your phone if you don't have a PC to edit with, and whatever content you have, just start getting better, upload it, see how it does, and go from there. How do you get your face on the screen? Well, you need a camera of some sort, Liam. If you're going to be streaming off your console, you need a camera. I think with the PlayStations, you just need a web camera. You can plug it into the PlayStation 5. I don't want to promise you that you can, because I don't want you to go spend your money on it, so you should look into it yourself. But pretty sure you just need a camera, and you can use like the PlayStation app to stream like over to Twitch. And if you have a phone, you might be able to work around like getting the phone camera wired in there somehow. But my setup I'm using my computer, I'm using a capture card, I'm using my console when I'm gaming. Today, we have the live feed for Creator Sports Network. So there's quite a bit of equipment that goes into it to start. But you young guys and young gals, right? If you're just using your phone or something, there's a lot you can do just right off your phone. May not be ideal for gaming content, but you could do reaction content. Like I know you like the Cowboys. You could do an hour or a weekly show on the Cowboys, right? Your thoughts, break down the news, what you think's going to happen. Maybe throw some player memes in, whatever's fun for you. I can't really tell you because it's going to be your content, Liam, but yeah, just get after it. Better than procrastinating, right? Just give it a shot and see what happens. Joey, it's been so long that you chatted, you may not remember that you got timed out by Zack Attack and he took your sword away. I don't think you've been back since. But dude, what's up, man? Good to see you. I think you guys probably went and fought it out in Discord. But those were the days, right? Joey, what's new? And have you been getting to play the show much? Here we go. They're off. It's the 100-meter short sprint. And it's going to be going by quickly. I think bottom left camera's best camera. Don't think they're going to catch her. Yep, she's going to break the tape. And, man, it's over in a flash. Still fighting over Discord, all love. He comes in, Zach, for anybody that doesn't know, he comes in and watches on TikTok a lot these days. Haven't seen him around Twitch as much. I still see the other alpacas somewhat frequently. T-Basket chatted with me like within the last week. Probably see Chandler like every other stream, maybe every third stream. I assume that they come by and lurk though while they're gaming and things. So yeah, Joey, catch us up, dude. What's new with Joey? Are you still going to school or too busy these days? Maybe you're working full time. If I recall correctly, last I remember was you had moved with family like Idaho or something, Joey. But I may be wrong. See, been good, a lot better. Grandpa passed in October, a little hard adjustment, taking care of grandma. She's doing better. I'm glad to hear she's doing well. Yeah, it's tough when people have been together for a long, long time for one spouse to adjust to not having the other one. I didn't know how my grandmother was going to do when that happened, but thankfully she's still going pretty strong. She's 96 now. How do you get sports clips? You're going to have to probably go download them off the internet, Liam. Probably YouTube is a good resource for it. And then there's like websites that you can put in the YouTube URL and grab the video. As far as do you have the actual rights to do it, I don't know, but I don't know. I see a lot of reaction content around YouTube, so it's probably somewhat fair use as long as you're not like streaming the whole game or something. But sorry for the loss of your grandfather, and I'm glad your grandmother's getting adjusted in, and that you guys have been keeping an eye out for. People love to say stuff like, well, they lived a good life, if somebody's older and they're 80 or 90, but it's like, dude, I miss that person. That was somebody that I, had a lot of memories with, and now they're gone, and it leaves a hole in your family and in your personal life and all those things. All right, so that was over quickly. Jefferson able to get the win. Oh, that's true. I thought you could only download on YouTube, though, if you had, like, YouTube Premium. Was in Ohio, got pretty depressed, came back, started the year, you think? Got your AA in kinesiology. Nice to have Grandma and Grandpa to get to see you graduate. So, are you going to be, like, working as, like, a physical therapist or something, Joey? I knew a guy that had a degree in that, but he was a firefighter. He used to come out to the golf course. He actually lent me a lot of his college books because I was interested in sports psychology at the time, and he was saying it was like good prerequisites reading to check those out. So I just kind of thumbed through them. I mean, I didn't sit there and memorize all the different things about kinesiology, but there's a lot to it, right? Loss of a loved one on some level is a hole that most likely will never be filled. We all just try to learn and how to live with it. Yeah, like it never really stops hurting, right? It just, like you may not think about it as frequently, and you just kind of learn to cope without that person. But yeah, you're still missing them. It was just the 20th anniversary of my dad's passing. It's like, oh my God, can't believe it's been 20 years already. I've spent almost half my life without my dad. You know, and he passed when I was 24. It's like, where does the time go? So we're getting some looks around the venue. Nightfall completely setting in here in Kingston, Jamaica. So we're getting ready for the men's short distance. Looks like they got the timer ticking down up there for us. So if anybody needs to grab a snack or something, we know how long it'll be. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those days can bring it back. Sometimes I'll get caught off guard with like a movie or something too. You know, it'll be like a father-son scene or father or grandfather or grandson scene, or you know, whatever it can be. You know, and it's like, oh, that reminds me of them. You know, I did X, Y, and Z with this person, and yeah, next thing you know, the waterworks are flowing, and you're just like, I was just enjoying this movie 2 minutes ago. I didn't know this was gonna hit me like a ton of bricks. So I'm pretty sure that must be Michael Johnson, right? Got a little bit of gray in the beard these days. I think that's why they got the camera centered on him. I don't have the volume up loud enough where I can hear a lot of the CSN feed. Yeah, exactly right. But this is a good idea from Johnson. And I hope he makes a lot of money on it since he's the one getting into the field. But I wouldn't have thought about like having, you know, I'm sure there's always track meets around the world because it's not like they only race during the Olympics, but having it where it's broadcast and it's streamed and getting the sport out there in front of, you know, maybe some different eyeballs that wouldn't necessarily get to see as much track action.
Here at Grand Slam track in Jamaica, there's the call. This is the only reason Matthew Centris got on a plane, was to come watch.
See, Liam's got one video that's got 1.5K views. Best video. It's short, it's old, and it's pretty cringe. It's okay. I made kind of I thought it was just kind of a stupid meme video the other day about bunt cheesing, because bunt cheesing's something I do on MLB The Show. And I think I had said to chat, do you guys want some cheese for breakfast or something like that? So that's in the clip. And then I have it cutting to a guy that's cutting a block of cheese, and he blows a kiss to the camera. That one blew up for me, Liam. It's got like 16,000 views. Not really blew up. I mean, it's not like it became super viral, but yeah, you never know, right? If something catches people's eyes and it's a little bit funny, and they watch through it, and if they watch it again, man, the algorithm might like it and just keep feeding you out there, and you get enough subscribers, you get enough views, then you get monetized on YouTube and start making a few bucks with your creativity. I'm just getting to that point where YouTube's starting to pay me a few dollars now. Mostly had my eggs in the Twitch basket for years and years. Twitch didn't let us multi-stream. Now that we can multi-stream, it's like, well, hey, this is a lot better. Let's see, now just trying to be getting into a physical therapy program. Lottery system, kind of hard to get into it. Sticking with it, time will come. You've been keeping an eye for physical therapist A positions. Had a few interviews. No job. Those interviews really get you excited again. So it's like a nice reassurance that gets you excited. And I know you already know this because you've got a lot of life experience, Joey. But you know, the more you interview, the better off you're going to be in the interviews. The lower your heart rate's going to stay, the less the adrenaline's going to spike, and you're going to go in, and they're going to get the impression of what a nice person you are, and you know what an asset you're going to be to them whenever somebody does step up and hire you, and then you get that hands-on experience. And of course, times have changed now too. You know, I came into the workforce. I'm like a generation older than you, Joey, but I came into the workforce when people still would say to just go in, interview, bring your resume, maybe a cover letter, and go let an employer know that you wanted to work for them. now like so much stuff is done online, right? There's so much pre-screening, and I know there shouldn't be litmus tests and different things that companies are trying to fill, but they may be looking for somebody, or they may be looking to give a position to their nephew, but they want to have so many interviews so they can say, oh hey, yeah, we didn't violate any labor laws. Yeah, we interviewed everybody, but you know, the job's already pegged that it's going to go to one particular person. There you go, Liam. That was quick, man. You're asking me how to do stuff and you just posted a video. Yeah, you don't have to make it a big thing in your head. Just let it rip, Liam. If it doesn't do well, oh well. At least you did one, and then look to improve on it tomorrow if you upload a video, or you know, a couple days, or whenever you have time to make your next video. We're getting ready for the men's short distance. It's 1500, and we're looking at the top personal best times here for our racers coming in. Today's day 2 out of 3 for Grand Slam track. Tomorrow we'll have the conclusion from Kingston, Jamaica. Keep checking that that Discord I'm in case any of the other creators need help, but it seems like it's pretty smooth sailing now. Usually around the start, somebody might have an issue like, hey, my audio's not working, you know. I can kind of consider that like my main role there, but I like streaming as well, and getting to watch the sports with you guys. This coughing stuff, I'm super over it. Had it for like a month or so. Should I be drinking soda? Absolutely not, but thought I'd treat myself today.
I don't know what game we're playing on the playground. I'm going to pick him. Right? He is just such a specimen. We're playing kickball. Good, I'll take Marco.
Wanyoni too, though. Did you see this guy? He looked up.
It was kind of cool, but now the room's heating up, so may drop the sweatshirt in a bit. Really weird now. First interview, you got through 2 stages, and the first was over the phone, talking to a company recruiter from Florida for a local job. Thought it was so weird. She just went ahead and passed you along to the hiring manager. Just didn't land. Yeah, it's weird, right? Job's local. You're on the West Coast. They got you interviewing with somebody across the country. Not that she doesn't know her stuff, but it's like, why not just have you go in person, talk to them, get a look at the facility. They can fill you out. You can fill them out. But yeah, just different ages now. Different experience for you guys. All right, Liam says he's got 5 shorts, 2 today, posted on Luka Doncic's jersey, getting caught on fire, and one of you dunking on 7'5". Are these 2K videos? Did you burn your Luka Doncic jersey for the views? That might blow up for you. Oh, speaking of people doing stuff that they maybe shouldn't do for YouTube, did you guys see the guy got arrested by the Indian government because he was trying to visit the North Sentinel Island? There's a island that has people in it, and they've had contact with the outside world, but they're off to themselves, and yeah, they don't like visitors. Don't blame them. Apparently years ago, a couple of people were taken off the island, brought back, and unfortunately they passed away because they're not used to all the diseases that we carry, because you know their immune system isn't being built up, being isolated like that. So like a decade ago, some dude was on, you know, some type of religious mission, went over there, and they shot at him with some arrows, and apparently one hit a Bible and saved his life. He went back the next day, and he didn't have enough Bibles with him that day, so he passed. And then some idiot made it on there to the island this weekend, or this past week, I guess, and he left a Diet Coke and a coconut as a gift to them. They're saying it was a reference to the movie, something, The Gods Must Be Crazy or something like that. I don't really remember the movie. But anyhow, yeah, the Indian government caught him and arrested him. I hope they don't let him get extradited here back to the U.S. I hope he has to learn his lesson, but I'm sure they'll probably let him loose. But dude was doing it for the views for YouTube. Like, let me go wipe out this whole island of people, bringing over some, you know, some cold or something that they don't have any immunity to, just to get some clicks. But hopefully he spends a lot of time in prison thinking about what he did. Internet's going crazy for Liam. He lost power. The guy out front is from Indianapolis. Oh, nice. Purdue guy, maybe? Is it I just changed the names. Is it the guy that starts with N? Nugasi? From Oregon, okay. As for the show, Hawker. Okay, we're rooting for Hawker. As for the show, you've been enjoying it. Got Team Affinity done. Dodgers #1 fan thing almost done. 800 hits, runs, homers. Do you think you need the Dodgers collection to finish it? You're saving for Otani. He's all you got left. He was at the Olympics. So you're grinding, Joey. Are you playing a lot of online, or are you just enjoying knocking out the programs? I remember when you used to be the showdown god for a while there. Dropping back now, but he's good coming back. All right, so Hawker's number 5 in the race at the moment. Yeah, yesterday in the 1500, I mean, they were just kind of going at this pace. Not that they're not moving. I mean, they're probably running faster here than I could run. But when they made that home stretch, man, they were really booking it to the finish line. It was fun to watch. It was a fairly close finish yesterday. All right, so there is our winner. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name, so I'll probably mess it up. So Hawker ended up getting 3rd. You're right about him kind of closing there. Picked up a couple spots late.
What's going to happen in the 800 meters now? Wanyoni takes the 12 points in the 15.
Well, Wanyoni ran so
Grand Slam track action.
a little bit of jostling, that physicality of the 800 meters.
Still playing programs, really enjoying franchise because of GOAT. Going to do the multiplayer program during the weekend. During the weekend league. Hope you can knock out most of it. Played some co-op, VR, and events. Think you're at Mark Davis. Not a real chunk into the program. Yeah, I've gone around the loop a lot, but I mean, I stream the game a lot, so it racks up the progression. I don't know. I'm not hitting as well as I did last year. I guess it's indicative of a lot of us, but pushing through into the 700s and stuff, I just haven't been able to do it on that World Series push thus far. I think with the multi-streaming too, my eyes move around a lot more now, Joey, than they used to. You know, even a couple years ago when it was just streaming to Twitch. TikTok chat usually moves pretty quickly. I probably should try Grand Slam track on TikTok, but TikTok's so weird with their algorithm. If you do one stream that's not what they're expecting, then it's like you get kind of nerfed for a while. So today we're live on Instagram for vertical. I kind of feel like if I just like took 2 nights just to play the game and not stream, I probably would push myself up there, but it's like not that important. But I do want to hit World Series again for sure this year if I can. I feel like I should try to hit it as much as I possibly can until you know you can no longer hit it. I know that day's coming probably sooner than later, because you know your reactions get a little slower, vision gets a little more fuzzy every year. Seabasket has told me he wasn't playing it a whole lot, and I don't think Chandler has it this year. But I think Chandler usually doesn't get the game. And then Zach seems like he's having a good time on it out of the buddies that I know that you spend time with. I see J-Rob once in a great while pop into the stream. I think he lurks a bit more than he chats. Want to commit for that World Series push. Yeah, it's nice to have the banner. Then again, this year I feel like it's probably worth less than it used to be because there's like no meaningful event right now, and I always liked having the banner because I felt like it would make people quit out of event a lot. You know, you get the casual player that sees the World Series thing and they get a little bit intimidated and jump out of there. Internet keeps going out for Liam. You guys having some bad storms out your way, Liam? I know a couple nights ago folks were under hurricane warning where I was. Or not hurricane, excuse me, tornado warning. Hurricane warning would be more serious, but tornadoes are serious too.
probably not there this early in the season.
Of the guys off the podium, Hocker, Kerr, Nagoose, your thoughts on how the three of those shook out as they finished Nagoose second, Hocker third, and Kerr all the way to fifth?
I mean, I thought Neil Gurley, was going to be up there coming off the.
You got the men's short sprint, but it's not going to be for 9 more minutes. A's Rockies should be getting ready for their opening pitchers soon, so I'll flip on the TV. You had a landslide exactly a year and 1 day ago, and right in your backyard. Did it completely destroy your guys' backyard, Liam? Gotta go. Hey, Liam, thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully we see you again. I feel like the results pop on the screen for a minute. Maybe they didn't show the graphic this time, but they've been showing the results. Wish they showed it longer. Hey, I'll let them know.
We've got Slam Championships on the line coming up when we come back here to Kingston. Gabby Thomas, she's got 100K right there that she's got one hand on. See if you can get all of it when we come back.
All right, so I did pass it on to the CSN founder, and then, he's in communication with the Grand Slam track. Today they changed the format from yesterday, Wags. I think you popped in yesterday. I'm having trouble remembering for sure. It may have been, I saw you in the morning a couple days ago. But yesterday the format was more like a one-screen format. So today they went to the 4 deal, and they're open to suggestions. So, yeah, I just let them know, because I think that would make a better viewing experience. It is up there just like that, where, if you turn away, you may not see the results. Should be up there for, 10, 15 seconds or a bit longer. So hopefully tomorrow they'll take your feedback and they'll keep it up there a bit longer. Yeah, like right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're just showing us people in the stands. Like they could have left those results up a bit longer. Yeah, exactly. 4 screens. Yeah, one instead of the flyover camera or something. That could be the post race thing. I guess they're probably trying to show the venue, so it's like a good time out to go check out Grand Slam track in person. But yeah, no, super valid point. So I've passed it along. Liam, we can't wait to see you tomorrow. Yeah, should be here roughly same hours. Rare daytime Donnie streams. Next week, in my hometown, there's like a little Easter roll egg hunt thing. We're probably going to go to. Hasn't really warmed up too much yet, but I think it's supposed to be coming in the next week or so. Get some days in the low 80s. We've been having a lot of kind of late winter feeling type days. A lot of overcast, wind. Highs in the 50s and 60s. Look at this guy wiping down the camera. He's taking his job seriously. If it was me, inevitably I would smudge the camera, even when I'm not trying to. All right, so it's past 5. I'm gonna start talking A's baseball with you guys soon. Soon we'll be underway from Colorado. Yesterday was a snowy game. Surprised they let them play, but they were able to play through the snow flurries. See how it goes today.
Think of a lot of cool things to say, but other you just go like, how about that was fun?
Could we do that again? Oh wait, we will tomorrow.
We will tomorrow. Yared Nagoose chased it down late to get to.
Are these a national game? They might be. Oh, they're on the alternate channel. Must be a Shark game or a Kings game coming up. Wag's favorite, Truckin's favorite, Ginny Kavanagh. Just got to look at her with Dallas Braden. They're in the booth for today's action. My favorite as well. Everybody loves Ginny. So it'll be Sears. I'm not sure who's pitching for Colorado today.
It makes it really, really fun, just especially with so many good guys in it, and you never know who's gonna be there at the end. And this day I lost, but
Pretty sure Ginny started with the Rockies and then went to the Padres.
You can really see that you enjoyed it. But first of all, how did an 800-meter specialist beat 15?
No, I didn't.
What's gonna happen tomorrow?
One of my older brothers was a pretty good track athlete in high school, but no, I never got into it. So yeah, I don't know the prep and everything. I mean, I've seen some stories, you know, but yeah, I don't have the firsthand experience. Probably the favorite story that I have that I can recall is Usain Bolt, one of the Olympics. He didn't trust or didn't like the food that was available in the Olympic Village, so he was eating like an absurd amount of McDonald's nuggets every day while he was at the Olympics. I want to say he was eating like 100 nuggets a day or something crazy for Usain Bolt. That way he could get his protein. Let me see if I can find that story. Not that anybody's that worried about it, but let's see. Right, during the 2008 Beijing Olympics, Usain Bolt reportedly ate approximately 1,000 McDonald's chicken McNuggets, or 100 a day, because he found the local cuisine odd and wanted to stick to a familiar and trusted food source. There's even somebody made a YouTube video on it, so, you know, don't leave my stream, but in case anybody wants to check it out later. Probably not the case for these athletes enjoying Kingston, Jamaica, but yeah, I think I would hit up a McDonald's or something too if I was in a foreign country and wasn't used to any of the offerings there.
We'll see if he has. Well, he only needs to win by one to get the 100,000. We'll find out what happens in this 200.
Also, I know there's a Carl Lewis story where they sent over a lady to distract Carl pre-race, but I don't think it affected anything. That story's kind of vague in my mind. Maybe Lewis did it to a different athlete to distract him, but I think it was to Lewis. Pretty sure he won the event anyways. Like, she got sent to the hotel room the night before type of deal. Replenishes energy. Let's see. They took away our countdown clock, but I think they're getting ready to run here soon. May not need my ring light considering I have the camera on. Hopefully it won't make it too dark. Let's see. Like the lights make it warmer in here. There we go.
This is the big challenge, the big test. 8 points from the 100, second place. Anywhere in the top 2 or 3 here, that would be a massive result for him. Zarnell Hughes, well, his whole career really started out as a brilliant 200.
This one is in conjunction with Peacock and CW, of course, Creator Sports. So I'm guessing that may be part of the reason for not just getting them in the blocks a little faster. I'm assuming like Peacock probably has some ad run on it. Quick question, is the day stream or night stream? This is the day stream for me, Liam. Sun is up here. Nighttime I usually start around midnight my time. It's like 3 a.m. for you. Yep, 3 o'clock out your way. Last ride. All aboard. I didn't realize I had done it. I think I still have spring breakout to finish. Now I could just focus on that. I don't even know if I want Ortiz that much. Did I see? No, I shut off my social thing because it drives me nuts when I see you guys are pulling diamonds. Not you in particular, but like night one. You know, you add a lot of people when you stream a lot over the years, and it's like, oh, so-and-so just hit Shohei Ohtani. So-and-so just got this. It's like, man, I just want to log in and see if my packs showed up. So, yeah, I have mine off. Let's see if I can find out who you got. Hold on. I got the companion app. Let me go navigate. Inspector Donnie. Gonna find out who Wags just pulled.
He'd have to win, and Kenny would have to come third. Kenny's not coming any lower than third.
I knew you were good at math.
Respect.
I just used it yesterday, so I don't have to authenticate. Yeah, where did I go for the notifications? Wags just got Mike Trout. Well, watching the stream gave you some good luck, right? Congratulations on Trout, dude. Nice pull. Wags got Max Fried from a new Threads Deluxe pack. Wags got Nick Pavelta. Then, if I scroll further, I got Mula. Got Tyler O'Neill. Bodie got Ellie De La Cruz. Sky finished the last ride program. Real tight spot got Bubba Chandler today. Flying High completed the April Spotlight program. He also got Max Muncy. Wags earlier in the day got Kyle Till from a Ultra Pipeline pack. You got Kyle Till twice, it looks like, at least per this thing. You also got Marcelo Mayer. Oh, Truckin got Sonny Gray earlier. Nice going, Truckin. Let's see. I don't know if you guys know the other buddies. Getting deeper into the morning. 30 for 30 on the men's 100 meter. 9.79. Really interesting talking about steroid use in the Olympics. I would like to see that. I usually really enjoy the 30 for 30s. I know everyone's produced by a different producer and, you know, development teams. Some of them aren't as enjoyable. There was one, I thought the subject was good, but I hated the way it was produced. It was like on, it was on surfing. It was Hawaiian based. It just made me fall asleep because the storytelling wasn't as compelling. But most of the 30 for 30s go hard. Haven't watched them in a long time, though. So I guess I don't need these Red Sox guys in my grind lineup now. But we got Big Poppy.
I mean, he must want to rewind a little bit to yesterday.
Yeah, that's the start he needed in the 100.
I wonder if Ortiz is better to have on the bench or Musial. I think that Musial card looks a little better.
The fastest amongst the competitors. Kenny's always been a really strong turn runner. Arm is very, very tight, which is good for the turn.
Now I'm curious if Ortiz has a bunch of quirks. Oh, he does. You know, Ortiz has homebody, night player, first pitch hitter, dead red, breaking ball, fighter, and situational hitter. So he may be worth playing off the bench. It's a 40-year-old.
Yeah, I think the tape just got caught up in his legs there. You're right, maybe caught a spike.
Yeah.
Stayed on his feet, nimble.
Yeah, it could have ended up a lot worse. But as you can see, led from the turn, held from the turn.
Lawrence Butler going to lead off for the A's. I'm not seeing the snow moving around, but they did say the snow was in the forecast for the rest of the week too. So I guess we'll find out.
But aside from that, it looks pretty good, man.
Well, he's set the tone, hasn't he? He's won both events. He's won both events.
And that's to everybody. He set the tone in the 100 and the 200. I'm not even looking at the times. I'm looking at the people that he beat and the fashion that he won. You know, the 100, he had a bad race and still won. The 200.
Yeah, it's like Marquez is pitching. Herman Marquez is pitching for Colorado. Hadn't thought about Marquez in a while. We'll see how he does today.
20.37 in second for Hughes. Curley did just get his chest ahead there for third place.
Yeah, so the only program I haven't finished is Spring Breakout. We should get that done soon. I guess I need to play with this Max Clark card. The PXP. Some new Padre hits. Then I need Tiger extra base hits. Should have got that Clark done earlier. That card seems pretty decent. Speedy center fielder. Was going down pretty hard yesterday during the opening ceremonies, wording how or if it affects a pitcher or helps them with the all white. Oh, it was going down pretty hard. Yes, yeah, it was. Yeah, the snow was interesting. Yeah, I was surprised they didn't cancel the game, or at least postpone it. But I guess the snow doesn't affect you as much as being in the rain. And the snow wasn't piling up on the field, so I guess it was safe enough for the players. But I was kind of shocked that they were going to let the game play. But yeah, it's got to affect the pitcher some, right? With the grip and it being that cold. It was 37 degrees opening pitch yesterday. And tonight with the night setting on, it might get pretty chilly in this game. Ball still seemed like it was carrying okay, though. Wilson had a home run for Oakland, or excuse me, for Sacramento. They're not officially Sacramento, but They're Sacramento to me.
Get an opportunity to earn the kind of money that you've just picked up. This is a huge format.
I mean, it is, yeah. I mean,
And the Law Dog is going to fly out to center field. Had a decent swing, did Butler, but down he goes.
we are, you know, no matter what the competition, all athletes should get paid because we put a lot of blood, heart, and sweat into the sport.
Butler off to sort of a slow start after getting his big extension.
And we'll see you in Miami, sir.
Thank you.
Pay that man.
Able to stay a little longer. We're glad you can stick around, Leo.
Score. Now I didn't get my book learning like Anson at Washington State, but I can add 12 and 12 and get to 24.
Yeah.
That looked like a very easy 20-0 because he didn't have to go hard the last 15.
I thought he would do that. I mean, he just came out here and dominated. He looks like a 200-meter veteran. He came off the turn with the lead. Fred Curley actually had a great start. He looked like how he should have looked yesterday in the 100 for the first about 60 meters, but we know the 200 is not Fred Curley's strength right now. It is Kenny Bednarek, and what a way to come off that turn. And then he just kept it tight, kept those knees high, and looked incredible. He deserved to win this.
Kid's got the purple Rocky-style glove. He's going to strike out Rooker. So 2 up, 2 down for the A's on the road. Right, athletes are coming out of the tunnel.
It kind of flows. It doesn't look like you have to work too hard, Matt, for it to come. It just flows. Kenny looks like he's in that flow, which makes him very dangerous in both the 100 and 200 for Team USA and, of course, in the world.
Yeah, Soderstrom's off to a decent start. I definitely feel like if he can stay healthy and he doesn't get supplanted by anybody else, should be a guy that hits 25-plus home runs for us. Hopefully he can keep his average and his defense good enough to stay in the lineup. I know I say it usually whenever he comes up, but those who don't know, his dad pitched for the Giants back in the 80s and 90s. And Tyler's somewhat local to me. He's from Turlock. Dodgers are off to an absolute scorching start, so I'm sure you've been enjoying watching them if you can, Joey. I feel as if it's World Series or bust for you guys. Like, Dodgers seem inevitable this season. But, I mean, there's a reason they play the games and all that stuff, too. But, boy, that lineup is stacked. Rotation, everything for the Dodgers is just pretty unbelievable. JJ Bleday strikes out. He's slamming the helmet and the bat, so I don't think he enjoyed that turn at the plate. So Marquez looking good start for Colorado. Who's better, LeBron or Mike? I take Jordan every day of the week and twice on Sunday, Liam. With a little bit of disrespect intended to LeBron. But no, LeBron's fine. I just think Jordan was a lot better. I think there's a lot of recency bias for the younger generation. Not necessarily you, Liam, but the ones that do stan LeBron so much. Keep checking on the Instagram chat. Laddie's over there. Laddie, hope you're having a good day. Rookie had his best outing today. That was nice. Just been a roller coaster of baseball. Something that you miss. Somebody the other day was saying he may need to go to AAA and get some more seasoning with, American baseball. But yeah, I wouldn't have done all that. I wouldn't have overreacted if I was the Dodgers. But you know how it is. Chatters are going to chat. Auburn, Florida, coming down last few minutes here. Oh, yeah. Kind of forgot. Let me get that handy so I can jump between games, Wags. I got a TV timeout right now. You have any preference on who wins, Wags, or are you just watching for the fun of watching? I know Dez likes to see Florida do well. Yes, all chatters have genius IQ. Don't believe it, just ask them. Florida.
Hey guys, I'm Gabby Thomas, and I'm here in Kingston, Jamaica for Grand Slam track, and I'm here to try some snacks. Okay, here we go.
Got him beating Houston in the final.
Okay, so we have some banana chips right here. That's a good crunch. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. I don't like bananas. In fact, I hate bananas. I'm loving being here in Jamaica. My grandpa lives here, and so I have a lot of family.
I got the Allstate Mayhem guy commercial. Doesn't really want to make me buy insurance from them. See the guy going around breaking stuff. There's errors because you did it with your voice, says Liam. If Jordan were to plasma a season as a blonde, Michael Jordan would easily be the GOAT. No conversation. Number 1 all-time score. Yeah, the voice errors got you for sure, Liam. I'm thinking about Michael Jordan doing a Dennis Rodman or something here. But thanks for letting me know. The voice prompt didn't work perfectly.
Definitely not coach approved. As far as sodas go, get an 8 out of 10. Ooh. Okay, so this is a catch bar. I do love chocolate. 7 out of 10. You know, I actually really do admire what MJ's doing right now. What he is creating with Grand Slam immediately captivated.
Dude, the blonde LeBron thing is cracking me up, Liam. I'm not really sure what autocorrect is getting you there.
I'm not scared at all.
What would Savannah James say? LeBron came home with blonde hair.
I'll eat the whole can of this.
Oh yeah, this game is close. 69-68.
To the fans of Jamaica, I would say come out and support. We're so excited to be here and have fun.
All right, we're waiting for our next race. Rockets have had 2 up and 2 down in their first frame.
Not banana chips, but 100,000. Come get your chips. Long sprints race to the 400 meters. There's the woman who won the 200 and has the gold.
And McMahon's going to get a lefty-lefty hit against Sears. Sharp single to right field. Always one of the nice swings in the show. McMahon cards.
Olympic champ is also in this field. And here is Salwa Eid Nasser, who opened her season with a 48-second run, the fastest time ever run this time of year. Didn't look as good in the 200 as I expected, but will certainly factor in the 4.
Former Gator Talitha Diggs in 2. If I'm Gabby Thomas, do I like that Paulino's out there?
Have I ever been dunked on? No, I blocked everybody that ever tried to dunk on me. Now, most of the guys that I played real life basketball with didn't have that much of a vertical, Liam. Dunked on 2K? Oh yeah, all the time.
But she said she actually wanted to be on the inside because she doesn't run the 400 often, so she'll be able to follow the leaders, you know. But it's gonna
Tall friend dunked on you and you got injured for Liam. Liam, you got to get out of the way, man. Liam got posterized and he got insult to injury.
Is 110.93, and it belongs to Sandra Richards Ross.
Hey, hey.
There you go. Steve Cram, take it away.
Nasser is able to come out with the win. And Paulino comes second. She'll secure the 100K.
It was on 7.5 foot rim. Well, I can dunk on a 7.5. Probably still to this day I could dunk on 7.5.
Well aware of that, including Paulino, but she must be really encouraged by that 200 yesterday. So where they go first time, Gabby Thomas just letting them move away.
Liam, he can dunk at that level too. All right, they're off. Here we go. We got race number 2 out of 3. This is the 400 meter, the long sprints for the ladies.
Out of Paulino as well. Nikki Price is in the middle there. And Gabby Thomas is doing a good job. This is where she's got to try and be strong, not be phased by Nasser moving through on that top.
Liam can touch on the 8.5 foot rim.
She'll come back strong, but Nasser's really gone for this. Is she going to pay for going out too hard? Nasser has got a good 3, 4, 5 meter lead into the home straight. And look at Gabby Thomas. She's fighting with Paulino. The 200 and 400 Olympic champions are a long way behind the winner. But who's going to get the slab? Nasser wins it. Thomas.
Gabby got it.
Gets second.
She got it.
Whoa.
All right, so Nasir going to be our winner of this race. Thomas behind. About a half second. Need your hand about 6 inches. Yep, you need to, yeah, exactly. You need to be about 6 inches above the rim to dunk.
I had a feeling she had something up her sleeve in that 400. Crazy though for the Olympic champion of the 400 meters to come.
Occasionally you might be able to catch like a perfect lob and kind of guide it home. But yeah, you got to get above the rim a bit.
If Gabby was to finish at least third and Paulino was not to win, she would get it. But with her coming second and being Paulino, she secured it. Indicated now that she knows.
All right, so she's celebrating her victory.
That was sensational racing. And Nasser, let's hand it to her. I mean, she knew that I've just got to go out there.
Yeah, Cup's going to be an interesting pickup. Kind of like when you get Tad Wagner, right? It's like, not something that I imagine Rams fans want to see us him up in Seattle. But he grew up in Washington. Said he went to a Seahawks game when he was a kid. That was his team he rooted for. So kind of nice for him to get to come home. And yeah, I hope he still has a little bit left in the tank. I imagine he's going to be kind of in the Lockett role. I get some more casual takes where they say, oh, Cup's going to be better than DK. It's like, DK's a lot younger. But, yeah, if he can move the chains for us on third down, let JSN operate without too much double teams, I think that would be great.
If you're coming into this looking at points, you have Paulino in your sights, that's what you're looking at. So she's basically looking at 100K walking around, running around the corner next to her. But the commanding race, the commanding lead that we have here with Nasser is obviously showing that the time off is out of her.
Right, so I'm not sure if that was our last race or we'll get another race in. Probably get 1 or 2 more in. Yesterday's event was right at 2 hours. Today I feel like it started just a bit later. Had my audio down, so I'm not sure what they're saying. Hopefully it's blended well for you guys though. Have I ever been mossed? No, but I did break my leg playing football when I was around your age, Liam. So that wasn't fun. So be careful for getting mossed and breaking your leg.
She was dominant and she won it. But that 400 meters, let's not take anything away from Nasser. That was a superb run. 48.67. That is fast. In April. That is fast. It might be the quickest ever in April. I don't know. The stats guys will work that out. But for Thomas, 49.14. Well, she's got options now.
Looks like some fans are heading out. Maybe that was the last race of the day. They'll probably have something to play us out with, though. Gabby Thomas on top with 20 points. Worst injury, probably a concussion for Liam. Oh, those are bad. You think he'll be fine? Him and JSN going to be fun? You think Puka just had too much of a load and they didn't feel comfortable giving Cup so much money? You're rooting for him in Seattle. I read something that said Cup wanted to retire as a Ram, but the Rams kind of moved on from, you know, wanting to pay him his contract earlier than he expected, so that's why he's gonna play a bit longer now up in Seattle. You know, sometimes it just works out that way, you know, where a guy doesn't want to leave, but you know, cap ramifications and things make it a necessity. Plus, you guys got Devontae Adams, who may have a bit more left in the tank than Cooper does. You and your friend playing around, you hit your head on the side of the computer cart in school. Yeah, that's got to be painful, Liam.
For someone who's such a majestic runner such as yourself, what happens when you get lactic?
Oh my gosh, I was thinking I really lost my form at the end there, but it really came down to whatever.
He's got the leadoff runner on. Soderstrom's up for the Athletics.
Short sprints, is that of interest? What are your plans?
It's definitely of interest to me. We might switch it up in later Grand Slams. We'll see.
We'd absolutely love to see that. We'll let you rest. The lactic's coursing through your system. Massive congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
lactic is coursing through my system just sitting here watching how that went up. You were very excited watching that race.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not there were so many good things and so many lanes. I don't know where we're going to start, but
oh my goodness. Just so much respect to Gabby Thomas running 49.1. That's one of the fastest times by an American. She did it in April. She beat the Olympic champion. Hats off to Salwa Eid Nasser, who was gone with the race after the first 300 meters. I mean, she was off to the races in 48.67 in April is nuts. But Gabby Thomas, who is our overall
Soderstrom hit a weak grounder to second, and it was chopped slowly enough. He beats it out for an infield hit. Wouldn't expect to see that happen too often. So 2-on for rookie sensation Jacob Wilson. Yeah, so it looks like everybody's leaving the venue. I'm guessing they'll play us out here in a minute. But again, thanks to Creator Sports Network for having the event, Grand Slam track, and we'll get our conclusion tomorrow. Everybody will finish up the 3 heats, and we'll see who takes down these titles with the point standings on day 3 from Kingston, Jamaica. I'll get ready to raid out once they send us out. Close play. I wonder if the Rockies might review those. Showing the slow motion replay. Yeah, Rockies are challenging. Smart challenge. I'm not sure if it'll get overturned, but it was close enough to take a look. Auburn, Florida, 71-68 here. Florida's got possession in the 3-point lead. And they get the hoop and the harm, so Florida may be on the way to the men's title game. So now they're up 6. Auburn's going to need a 3 and a stop. Make this interesting. At least a hoop. They're taking a long time running this possession. They got their 3 away, but they missed it. Yeah, looking good for the Gators. All right, so they got us to the playout menu. We'll do it again tomorrow. Thanks everybody for coming through. Let me see who's on to raid and do another Creator Sports Network stream. They may have a opportunity for us to have like a pregame show on tomorrow, so we'll see. And see who's on with the streams today. Me raid. It's gonna raid Pilly Mama, but she's doing Call of Duty. Trying to find you guys a sports stream. Oh, I'll raid Push Play the DJ. He may not be on a lot longer, but we'll raid. Oh, let's see. Raging for Autism is on, so that's Joker. We'll raid Joker because he's doing the fundraiser for autism as it's Autism Awareness Month. And I'm assuming Push Play will be off because he's also doing the Creator Sports Network event. But yeah, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we see you. Won't be so long until we see you again, Joey. Dark Specta, everyone. Yeah, appreciate you guys coming through on a daytime stream. I should be on tonight with MLB The Show, assuming I'm not too tired. So here we go on the raid, and we'll see you guys again real soon.
I need to get there with the mindset like, okay, I'll work my ass out to be here, you know. So like, I need to do great. I need to just like perform well and just achieve my own expectation, you know. So I think that's the secret.
I can't tell you, it's a secret.
Alison Dos Santos,
Joshan Clark,
Clément Ducos.
Racers, on your mark.
How do you race the Flash?